Hi, I'm David. Welcome to America. But maybe not the America that you're used to. Sure, you know about Chicago and New York and LA, fine cities. But that's not where we're gonna go. We're gonna spend some time on the back roads, in the fresh air, with the mountains and the trees. And we're gonna go to small towns with real people who live together, raise their kids together, experience life together in its most pure and simple form. Just living. Welcome to small town.
Growing up here my whole life, it's hard to leave.
Yeah.
Just, go leave the peacefulness and everything. Being able to get on my dirt bike and just ride from my house, not see anybody else in the mountains. It's just, you don't find that anywhere else.
Right.
And, just being a small town, everybody knows everybody, there's always somebody there to help you.
Small town, old man of whittling wood. Small town, no, he wouldn't leave if he could.
Why do you think it's called Eureka?
Because it's my Rika.
Because it's my Rika?
No, mine.
It's yours? It's your Rika? No, it's my Rika.
That's what I used to argue with them all the time.
I get it. Why is it called Eureka? I mean, you'd hear...
I found it.
Huh?
I found it.
You found
gold.
Yeah.
It is because of the gold.
Yeah, absolutely.
You mine so many things here. Is that just because gold is the most precious?
Gold was the most prevalent.
Most prevalent? Why would you move from Chico to Eureka?
We were looking for something like this.
Okay.
My husband retired from the state of California, and when he did that, we said, we got to get out.
Right.
And it took us 2 years to find this town, this type of town. And it was just the small town feel. I mean, they are so family oriented.
Right.
Everything revolves around what the children are doing at the schools,
right,
and that kind of thing.
I'm proud that we're a small community, but we're still we still bond together, and when somebody gets hurt or something like that, we all pitch in to help our community, and that's what I love about being a small town.
It doesn't matter what you're into, people tend to mingle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They make friends with a lot more people.
They're friends with...
All the jocks do band, and it's more mixed up.
So
we don't have the separate.
So people don't do just one thing.
We don't have the separation.
So the same people who are playing sports are also playing music, are also...
They're in drama.
They're in drama.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, that's cool. Now why come back here to teach?
Why not? I just feel like it's such a small school, I can know everybody. I already know everybody anyway. I helped down in the elementary school already, so all those kids that I'm helping teach now look forward to learning math from me because they think I'm going to be their teacher in high school. And that's something that just I feel like I need to give back to the community. They've given me so much already that if I can just teach their children, it'd break out even, if anything. I still feel like I owe them so much more. So.
This is where I've been doing my work.
If the camera could smell, it smells like work being done. Not like hours and hours. That's not what I mean. It smells like work in here, like things are being accomplished in here.
There's a lot of crafty people in town, so that was
crafty.
Yes, that was part of opening this, was trying to get those people a venue for their things.
Right.
I have one crochet set over there, and then another gal has some scrubs and some baby things that she put out, and then another gal has some jars over there that she's etched on, and they're actually souvenirs. They say Eureka on them, and that's kind of what we do.
I've got a question for you.
Go for it.
If I may pipe in. Is this place haunted?
Yes.
That's why my camera keeps shutting off by itself. Shut off 3 times.
There you go.
Really?
I've had ghost hunters all over the place. I had Channel 3 down here they wired every building and they found ghosts all over the place.
We're guarding the mine.
The mine itself.
And it's just it's a break, so I take my break and read a book.
Okay.
Well, you're sitting there reading your book and you got the window right there. But you're sitting there reading your book and you see a shadow go across. Then you see another shadow go across. You look up and there's nobody in that window.
Just a shop.
Yeah. There was quite a few miners that died over there, and I just think it's them coming back to check on things.
Most of the stuff that's in here's grocery store stuff. Old bottles and whatever. One of my jobs was to bone all the meat off from the bones.
Right.
They would mix it all up with other stuff, put a little sausage in it, grind it up, put some seasoning in it, put it in there, put a lollipop stick in there, and you had a mock chicken leg.
This is my topless bar. And
Yeah.
yeah. Well, anyway.
That's a good one.
I remember when this thing was operating too, the shoe shop,
Oh, look at that.
shoe repair. The guy that ran it had one arm.
Here's the question, Billy. If they're trying to hide it from the authorities, you'd think they wouldn't put bootleg whiskey on the front of the door. What's your favorite thing about this town? Like, how long have you been here? Just today? Just this morning?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. What was your impression?
Well, you know, just so you know, I lived in Kennebunkport, Maine myself, which is a town of about 3,200 people year round. So it's quite a bit bigger than this, but it's still quite a small town. I lived in New York City for 10 years, and then I moved to Kennebunkport, Maine. And I'm basically an urban person, so it was interesting because my friends in England used to say to me, how's it moving from London to New York City? And I said, well, it's kind of the same. It's kind of a big city. Everyone kind of speaks the same language, etc. And then they said to me, how is it moving to Kennebunkport, Maine? And that was a real culture difference because as you were just speaking with this lady here and everything, you know, everyone knows everyone else's business in the end, and whether they like it or whether they dislike it. And as this lady pointed out, everyone's got a gun as well, so they really don't need the sheriff's department so much. And,
The sheriff calls the neighbor when,
yeah.
he has a problem.
That is the elevator, or the head frame, or the gallus frame. And this is the different levels underneath. What you're standing on in Eureka, down to 2,800 feet, is this. Every 100 feet. You go down the mine over here in the Gemini, you come up in the Chief. Well, before I was born, there's a house down the end of town here. They heard a noise at night and they got up and their whole kitchen was down 500 feet.
Wow.
That was before I was born though.
In small towns, and I think in England, I don't know whether you've ever been to England, but if you're in the countryside, the roads, the lanes are very, very narrow, and inevitably you have to kind of stop and pull over, and you always just wave to the other person and thank them or whatever. And I know up in Maine people did that as well and everything, and I think that is real nice.
And it's a genuine wave.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I do actually miss that in the city, because it is just a little momentary connection as well, you know, with someone else behind the windshield.
Right.
You know.
We blow kisses a lot to little boys.
Yeah, they always run up, blow him a kiss, and the other one's like, no, don't blow him a kiss. We're like,
Yeah.
Can you blow me a kiss?
Yeah, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
That's where I wanna be. Out in the country town. That's where I wanna be. Out in the country town.